The other day I was watching YouTube and Hamza had posted a video talking about what got you to this level isn't what's going to help you get to the next level. Meaning you have to change your approach, you have to change your attack in leveling up. And this kind of reminded me of Pokemon, and I used to play Pokemon all the time growing up, especially. So in Pokemon, you get your starter, you get your starter Pokemon, and they only know two moves. And these two moves you'll use for a while, but then eventually you'll get to a certain level where it doesn't really make sense to keep using those moves. And also, your Pokemon can only know four moves at a time. So you have to get rid of those old moves and replace them with new ones that will, burn your Pokemon, poison them, put them to sleep, do like more damage to certain Pokemons, very like just typical RPG mechanics, but you do that so you can keep leveling up your Pokemon. And it kind of got me thinking. I was like, that's kind of how real life works in the sense of, yeah, I can do more than just four things, but as I level up, as I progress, I'm going to start changing things that I did previously. I'm going to do things just a little bit differently. For example, on my YouTube channel, like I used to not have thumbnails, but then I started thinking, I was like, well, maybe I'll do simple thumbnails, but that will maybe help convey what I'm talking about in my videos, but also maybe help reach a couple more people. I'm going to script my videos a little bit differently. I'm going to, write my thoughts out more before I record. I'm going to practice recording more. Little things like that where yeah, I'm still kind of doing what I did previously, but I'm changing them. I'm changing my attack because I'm trying to level up, I'm trying to progress. So, what I really want you to do, bro, I want you to sit down and I want you to think, okay, this is the level I'm at right now. Whether that's the gym, whether that's school, whether that's some other random goal that you have, whether that could even be your job, like what you're doing in your job right now. Think about that. Think about, okay, this is the level I'm at. Reflect, how did I get here? Okay, I started going to the gym and I just was showing up to the gym, right? That's how I got into shape initially was I just went to the gym and I just lifted weights and I put on muscle. Like it was super easy. I didn't even really have to think about it. I'm at a different level in the gym now. I'm past that point. If I keep doing that, I'm just going to stagnate where I'm at. Instead, I'm going to prioritize different muscle groups differently. I'm going to think of mind muscle. I'm going to think about my form a little bit more. Same thing with my saxophone playing. I practiced one way. Now I'm going to practice different scales. Now I'm going to practice my skills differently. Again, with school, I mean, I could go on and on. You need to make these little changes and think about, okay, I got to this level by doing this. But you're going to get to a certain point where you can't do that anymore, to where you're going to need to change. You're going to need to do things differently. And until you reflect, until you start thinking about how you actually got to this point in which you are, until you start doing reflection on what you did, you're not going to be able to think of, okay, what can I implement differently now? So again, I would sit down, write down. I talk a lot about writing things down, but and I used to think like, oh, write things down, whatever, like I can just do it in my head. Bro, as soon as I started writing stuff down, I started making more progress. Again, before I was just thinking of things in my head. Now I'm writing things down. Now I'm making more progress. I changed my attack. I changed what I'm doing. Write your goals down. Write down what you're doing, the level you're at, how you got there. And then right next to that, right, this is what I'm going to change. This is what I'm going to do differently. I'm going to go to the gym for a little bit longer. I'm going to start stretching when I go to the gym. I'm going to script my videos differently. I'm going to practice a different piece of music. I'm going to give my Squirtle a water pulse now instead of tackle, whatever. This is what's going to help you progress and make progress in your goals. And also just leveling yourself up in general. I talk a lot about goals, but these things can be applied to your job. Are you only working in one area in your job? And sure, you're doing a good job right there, but could you maybe change that and work a little bit differently, a little bit more efficiently? Maybe work a certain way so you get noticed by your managers. It could be applied to so many things. And I think if you're being honest with yourself, if you honestly want to make progress, excuse me, you're going to sit down, you're going to think about, okay, this is how I can improve. This is what got me to this level. And this is how I'm going to change what I'm doing to get to the next level. If you like these style of videos of men's self-improvement with a much more biblical lens, I think you'll really like the channel, so go ahead and subscribe and join the community. I'll see you in the next video, bro.